All right, morning everybody. Whoops, thought I paused that on today's sales. Apparently I did not. Okay, today's sales are at $376,392. We're at about 13.8% of budget with 82% of the month left, so you can tell we're still a little bit behind. We all got to turn and look at Robin with a nice evil stare. We're going to blame her for not shipping enough products, all right? A couple of things that are going on that are hot for you guys on that side. Obviously, aisle 1 is important, and press 60, we got to stay on top of that. Did you let Pat know what needs to be changed over? Okay, we need to, I think deal 14 needs to get changed over to the triples. Okay, so we need to make sure that happens. Okay, for the big side, Jimmy, we got to get that scratch fixed on press 4 so we can get that up and running. Okay. Press 10, we need to look at why the sensor's bad over there. See what we can do. Press 22, we need to pull and clean that screw and go to FS1. We need the amber parts. They're hot for those. Okay. Jason, I know you're working on the sample on press 2. We need to get that done. Didn't see Lee. I know he's here. Did anybody see Lee?
Yes, sir.
Right. All right. We'll decide how we're going to get those there. And then Ken, I know you're working on press 35.
On 22, you want us to get it to run correctly before we pull the screw?
Yes.
Or you want to do that after you pull the
Well,
screw?
yeah, we need to get it to run for dry cycle right first. Yep. Okay. Ashley had pictures, but Ashley's not here in the morning, so I will kind of go over them. He put some notes on them. So we had these angle blocks that they made a nice little rack for. So they were before you couldn't tell what angle they were because the numbers were on the back side. So you just flipped them all around so you can easily see what number. It sounds pretty simple, but it's a pretty quick, easy fix, okay? So now you can tell what angle or degree you grabbed of an angle block. We put away the bander with no banding left on it. So Ashley put some banding on there and said it's really easy. I'll show anybody if you don't know how to do it because it actually is pretty easy. Just a little bit heavy, that's all. Put a mold in the red tag area and left the eye bolts on it. I've seen this many times myself throughout the factory, even put them on the mold racks and left the eye bolts on them. Production's done it as well. Obviously we want to take the eye bolts off and put them back where they belong. He has a mess that he made. Obviously, he's going to clean that up. And then with notes, when we do move something, it is nice to leave a note that the location of something changed, okay, so that people know where to go get it from. And then initial it and date so people know approximately when that changed, okay. So that brings me to one other thing. We do have an improvement, but I'll get back to the improvement. Maria, you have pictures tomorrow, okay? Does anybody know what this is? You guys have seen these QR codes before? Has everybody seen those? Has everybody scanned one of these at one point in time with their phone? If you got a smartphone, they make a QR code scanner that you can get for free. I don't care if it's Apple or Android or whatever it is. The reason why I bring this up is because Ashley had put over there that we need to have a note on when we change the location on something. Okay, you're going to start seeing these QR codes throughout the factory. And the advantage is I can have you scan this code and it'll tell you where you can go get this drill bit from. Okay, so there's one of these on the mill center for RS16. Now, if we change the location of where that drill bit goes, all I have to do is change what the code tells you. I don't have to actually physically change the code, just where it points to. So you can scan it the next time you need a drill bit and it'll tell you a new location where that new drill bit moved to, okay? So I just wanted to bring it up that those QR codes are going to start showing up in the factory. This is the first ones we've done. The tool room's got a whole bunch. I just got to get with Nick. I got a couple of questions. So their tools are going to have QR codes on them saying where they go back to. And we're going to start putting them throughout the factory. There's some advanced stuff we can do, like the top code Julie's gonna walk around and she's gonna pull that drawer open with the drill bits in there. If there's less than 2 in there, she can scan that QR code and it takes her right to Amazon, right to the drill bit, so she can just put it in her cart and order it. Okay? So you're gonna see more and more of these throughout the factory, okay? Just wanted to mention it, okay? So there was a suggestion I asked yesterday how we could get rid of some of the tubs and stuff. So one of them was, part of his suggestion, he had a couple of different ideas, was to have the operator just count how many they put in. They can go ahead and fill a tub up and then just dump it once they've got it full. So we only have 1 tub there. They can kind of go that way. That's one option. And then also the suggestion was, could we just weigh the Gaylords? And that was the option that I want to do, but it's complicated. That's why I said, is there an easier way? So keep the suggestions coming on that. We need as many ideas as we can come up with to get it figured out, okay? So we want to come up with a better way than just putting the parts in the tubs and dumping the tubs, okay? Customers will be here Friday. System Sensor will be here Friday morning. They're probably going to be here most of the morning and probably a little bit till after lunch, I would guess, depending on how long it takes. They're going to be bringing the quality guy that we deal with, plus the quality guy from Mexico, right? So both of those guys are going to be here, so the people we ship to. We're going to be going through some of our quality systems. They're definitely going to be doing a plant tour. So we want to make sure the facility is nice and clean and everything is good, okay? So you'll be here Friday morning. Improvement. Back up here to Marty's improvement icon. Marty, I'm assuming, Marty, this is just you put some holders on there for the torches. I think I've been back there and the torches are just basically always just laying all over the place, right?
If you're using the vise, you'd be using the torches or the tape or the paste for doing finish.
Right, so everything's right there for when you're using the vise, okay? And it's all just organized and has a place to go back to. I think again, we all know there's just stuff laying all over and we've seen it before, so he got it organized. So let's give Marty a hand. Pretty good job.